Hello everyone and welcome back to Hearthstone Arena. The last one we did was a Paladin run and we went 6-3 I believe. We had some interesting losses and I definitely learned from that, but that Arena run was recorded quite a while ago actually. It was on my old microphone, for example. I got a new one after Christmas. I'm now using a Blue Yeti, so I sound a lot better I think. Obviously it's just high quality. We've gone up in gold a little bit. I was up to 1,000 gold, but then I had some bad arena runs, so we're hoping to remedy that today. I got a lot of new cards and stuff. These are my current rankings. I think I'm staff 4. Yeah, I'll be Silverhand Knight next ranking, but I've stopped doing ranked for ages because there's a update where everything's going to be wiped on January 2nd, which is in like 3 days, so I don't really do any ranked right now. My highest wins is still 9 unfortunately, so we're going to try and remedy that. And I also have a lot of quests here, so Shaman Warlock, Mage Shaman, Warlock Shaman. I really wanted to get Shaman. My choices were like Paladin Warrior, and usually I pick those, and then I had a choice of Warlock, so since I got 2 quests here for Warlock, we have opted to pick Warlock, and our first choice is a legendary card with Blood Mage Thalnos, Lord Jaraxxus, and the Black Knight. So this is a new patch, so my old videos were like, for example, Ardent Commander was a 4-3, they've been nerfed to like a 4-2 now, so now we're up to date with patching and stuff, so that'll be pretty cool. Anyway, so I'm probably going to go with Jaraxxus. It's pretty great, isn't it? Look at it, it's a game saver. I don't know, Blood Mage Thalnos is good. Black Knight's good, really good as well. But Lord Jaraxxus, man. Come on. So we found a silence there. What I want to do, I think, is build as cheap as I can get, really. A really fast deck. Fast decks are great for Warlock, obviously. So we're just getting what we can. Okay, so this works and everything, but it's just not that all great without a weapon. With a weapon, it's amazing. Without one, it's okay. But Boulder Fist Ogre is just better without anything. Oh my god, that kind of Dwarf versus Druid Yeti. Oh, it hurts. The Dwarf probably better. Okay, Power Overwhelming I've come to respect. It's essentially a execute kind of card, which is good. And I think maybe I can fit one in the deck over like a Direwolf. I like Mad Bombers, but Voidwalkers are great. Defender of Argus. Yep. Ooh, difficult one. Lebanom's a good card. Dread Infernal's a good card. But Cultmaster's great. But the thing is, I'm playing a Warlock. I don't really need to draw cards. I've got a button to do that. So I think I'm going to go with a Dread Infernal. I think Wild Pyromancer here. Not getting many spells, are we? So there's a Drain Life. Not massive fan of that card, but it's okay. Guess Spell Power. I try and avoid Hellfires when I can. Succubus. A lot of 2s here. Another Drain Life. Do I really want that? Yeah, I want it over a Tauren Warrior. Azure Drake versus Doomguard. I do like Doomguards, but God, discarding 2 cards sucks. I don't have any 5-drops. I'd rather have the spell damage and draw a card. There's a Flame Imp. Where's all my Blood Imps? So it's Felguard I'm not a fan of. Mind Control Tech I've come to respect, and Doomguard's good as well. We're trying to build a fast deck, so I'm tempted by the Mind Control, but it's not something you play early. You want your opponent to have lots of cards out when you play it. So I'm going to go with a Doomguard, see if I can use that as a finisher. Alarmo Bot versus Master Swordsmith. I didn't like really any of those choices. Again, all of these are pretty bad apart from the Ancient Brewmaster. Another Ogre. I don't like this deck right now. We'll see how it does, but it's a little bit too expensive. I need some 3s and 4s. Right, so there's a 3. I do kind of want the silence. How many spells do we have? Let's have a look. 1 Power Overwhelming. We have 2 Drain Life, so 3 spells to go with the Pyromancer. Only 3 spells. A Spellbreak is so good though. I'm going to go with the silence. It just seems right. Alright, both of these suck. And that's so late game. I've got enough late game. I'm going to get the Argent Squire. Best 1-drop, I think. One of the best. But a Soulfire is very good. Thank God we get a 3-drop. And now we're coming up to the final cards. It's Mad Bomber versus Direwolf Alpha. I think because I do a fair amount of low health things, Mad Bomber might not be a good idea. Direwolf Alpha's... I don't know. That Mad Bomber early's fine versus a Direwolf Alpha early is pretty bad. I mean, it has its uses. Go on, we'll go with the RNG. Why not? Alright, so the second to last card, another Harvest Golem, that's great. Final card is an Imp Master, that's great. So the deck looks kind of interesting. We've got a fair amount of early stuff and then a little bit late. I wanted a lot cheaper for a Warlock. This is one of the first times I've done a Warlock in an arena. It's been a while. So I'm excited to see how this goes and what we're going to go against. But I really, really do hope that I can sort of bring myself back in this game. I've just been doing poorly in arena as opposed to how I usually go. My average is maybe like 6 to 8 wins, I'd say. And then over the last 3 arenas I've done, 3 or 4 maybe, I've gone like 4 wins and 5 wins, and it's been really bad. Alright, so we're going first, so we want definitely cheaper than these. Why Pyromancer could be useful. Interesting. One drop. Technically it's worse. It's worse. It's lower than a 1 drop. So we're against a mage in the first game by the name of Howling Mad. Interesting name. We can agree though, the guy we're facing right now is an ultimate scumbag, based on the fact that he's playing a mage in arena. Because right now in this patch, mages in arena are ridiculously strong. I don't know, just it feels dirty to play them a little bit. I mean, in Constructed, I think they're fine. But in Arena, they're just, I don't know, something about them. Their hero ability is great, really. Interesting. He uses a Frostbolt on that. That works very well for me. I'm very happy with that. Because now I can play either the Imp Master or the Harvest Golem. I think I'm going to play the Imp Master. Yeah, because he just used a Frostbolt. Play the Imp Master now. The next turn I can Defender of Argus in between these two if he lets him survive, which would be great. Plus, giving this a little bit more health from the 1/1 means that it can spawn more imps. A 4 mana drop here. That's fine. Alright, so my choice here is to... I could put Defender of Argus down. That would make that 2, that would make that 2. So we have 4 damage there, plus this, which would kill it. And I have to discard one of these, which sucks. Or I could place the Geomancer down, and then that does 5 damage. But what's the point? Because then I've got... oh no, 6, 7. That would do it. But God, I wouldn't want to lose that.
So many possibilities.
I think for now I'm going to try and hang on to that. We're going to draw a card here first, in the hopes that that goes instead. So Geomancer here. Do I want to play this anywhere specific? No, that's fine. Okay. So now that does 5 damage. Please. Ah, damn. That is exactly what I was trying to avoid with the play that I made. But oh well, we have a Geomancer in play, so our spells are slightly more effective. Many spells in hand here. All 0 of them. And he just plays a yay, that's fine. With our 5 mana, we can do a couple of things here. Gonna tap. Tempting. While we're not at Flame Strike range, I think I want to get as many as I can out. So we're going to play the Imp first. Put it over here. And then put that here as well, I guess. No, those are my... I want to put them as far away from each other because they're my biggest guys. If he's got a Cone of Cold, we're thinking. What do we throw away? That's fine. That is the best result. So 2, 3, 4. Not enough. Blizzard's been nerfed now, so it costs 6 mana. 2 damage to all enemy minions for 6 mana, so I have a turn away from that. Arcane Explosion? Yep. Overall, very nice for him. Not so nice for me. Gotta keep drawing cards here, I think. I was scared, I just saw a bug there. There's a really annoying bug in Hearthstone right now where if you play a card too quick or something, it kind of splits your cards up, and then you'll draw a card, and then the card that's moved down here will be covered, and you have to move your mouse over here or something to pick it up, and even when you're hovering over the card that you want to drop and you've got it in your hand, it might play something else. Kind of annoying. Alright, so we can deal with the Chewing Yeti here. He's got 4 cards. I'm about to have 3. He's just trying to work out where he wants to attack with his Chewing Yeti. I guess probably wants to hit me in the face because he knows that Yeti's going to die. Yeah. Makes sense. Has he got an Arcane Missiles or something? He's taking his time with this turn with his 1 mana left. Oh, an Ice Lance, okay. I never really pick up Ice Lances as a mage in Arena, because you're never certain if you're going to get a second one. Alright, so we have ball control here. Unfortunately, we're in Flame Strike range, so everything but one thing will die to a Flame Strike. He can trade his... Ooh. And a secret, so that might be Mirror Entity. Gotta worry about that. We're hoping it's like Ice Armor or something, the worst mage secret. Ice Armor gives you 8 health and doesn't do anything else, as opposed to all the other secrets that they have, which are all pretty great. Looks like he's just trying to lower me down. Ah, Mad Bomber, you are not what I wanted to see right now. Okay, can do 5 damage over here. I guess that's what we gotta do. So we're gonna play this Amani Berserker before playing the Bogfist Ogre because he's got Mirror Entity, so I don't really want to give him that. So that prevents me from giving him an Ogre. So right now we look great. What's scary is him having a Pyroblast. Something that a lot of people have been talking about recently is Pyroblast. I mean, me and Rage have been talking about ourselves. And basically what it is, it's 8 mana, and you can target it anything. It ignores taunts because it's a spell. Oh, is he just... Oh, he's beat me. Wow. That's the first time I've ever seen a Nightblade be mildly useful. It's like one of the worst cards in the game. Well, I'll talk more about Pyroblast in the next game. Let's hop into the next game. I just got very unlucky. Okay, welcome to the next game. We're playing as against a Warlock, which is cool. Should be interesting. I'm going to throw that away and keep the Argus because, you know, when you're going second, you can usually make it 4 mana. Plus, we have a coin, so we can play something out pretty quickly here. I don't mind throwing down a Succubus based on the fact that I have a power overwhelming, and I want that to be thrown away. Got a bug here with the visuals of that. Tempted to coin out an Amani Berserker rather than just throwing the Flame Imp down. I think that's what we're actually going to do. The reason I do that is because it can trade with this 1-1 and then become a 5-2, which will be great early game. And when I throw this away, it's got a chance of throwing that or that away rather than the Argus, which obviously works for me. But yeah, I was talking about Pyroblast. So Pyroblast is 8 mana. Really? He's power overwhelming to... oh my god, is he going to attack... What?
You're in trouble now.
Who you want me killed?
What? What? Okay, right. So you power overwhelming something when you want to either kill shot your enemy or use it like an execute on a gigantic enemy, like something that's just really going to get in the way. What is happening? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Right, we're going to hang on to the drain life. I should have tapped prior to throwing that down just in case I got something good. Fortunately, I'm okay. It doesn't matter. So instead of using the drain life to heal myself and kill his thing there, I'm actually going to trade with the Berserker to enrage it, so it's a 5-1. It's hard for him to deal with, and now we've got control of the board and everything. But anyway, oh, a Mortal Coil, fair enough. Usually you use Power Overwhelming to kill a gigantic guy and, you know, whatever, because basically it buffs whatever you target with, your friendly minion, plus 4/4, which is insane, but as soon as the turn ends, it dies, so you use it on something, kill a big guy, and then it dies, and it's fine. But he just used it to do minor damage. Wow, he's really throwing everything out here, isn't he? This is very strange. I'm not happy about having 2 of these. Gonna drain life again, in the hopes that we get something that gets thrown away. That's fine. It's such an iffy card, the Succubus, honestly. Okay, right. I swear to God we're going to explain what Pyroblast is. Okay, you spend 8 mana, and you can target anything and do 10 damage to it on its own. That's insane. So 8 mana, 10 damage. That's 1/3 of your starting health. You start with 30 health, a Pyroblast does 10. That's insane on its own. But then you can buff it with spell power based things like the Geomancer and, you know, Blood Mage Thalnos and such. My choice is to Argus. Put that down to a 2.
I wonder.
Yeah, I think I prefer that.
My shield for
Weird bugs right here.
As the master wishes.
I use the 5/4 there to trade with the 2/2, so it's got more health, and then whatever. Even if I didn't do 1 extra damage, it's fine. Anyway, for God's sake, Pyroblast, 8 mana, 10 damage. You can buff it with spell damage, which is insane, and essentially it's really annoying in Arena because you can just finish people off. Also, in Constructed, it's everywhere. So it's just a complaint that's coming on from players right now. It's just, it eventually makes it so if they can get you low enough, they can ignore everything you're doing and just shoot spells at you and then just Pyroblast you. And a lot of people aren't a fan of it. It's all I was trying to get at, alright, for that entire time. Anyway, I think we've won the game. So that's 9 damage, that's 10. Yep, power overwhelming. We're going to drain his life for lols. And then just kill him. I'm not happy about it. But we finally explained what Pyroblast does, alright? We did it. God, that was a little bit much, wasn't it? Just to get that 1 win. Alright, that opponent clearly had no idea what he was doing, the things that he drafted, so I just got lucky there, really. We're going to hop into the next game right now. That's right, 3 games, 1 video. Mental. Alright, so we're in the next game. We are against a Paladin. Paladin's one of my favourite classes in Arena. It's really great. I love them. Okay, so Succubus early game's good. This turn 4 can be okay, and that's a good turn 3. What I'm scared about is playing the Succubus and then losing either of these, really. I'd definitely rather lose the Brewmaster than the Harvest Golem. And it looks like that's what we're going to do. All of these cards right here are, these 3 here, are ones that I don't really want to lose. Or what's worse is playing that here. Playing that here, it's just going to die to that and I lose a card, so I don't want to do that anymore. I wish I had that in my hand. Also very painful. Can hang on to the Soulfire here. I do not like the tempo right now how it is, but I have to be very careful with discard cards. I have 3 of them in my deck. No, 4 of them in the deck, including a Soulfire, 2 Succubuses, a Soulfire, and the Charged Demon. Oh god.
It's time for a little blood.
We're about to discard a lot of cards. How many cards did I just lose? 2. I lost Archmage and I lost Ancient Brewmaster. That hurt. All because I didn't play that early. But ultimately, if I played that early, this Bloodfen Raptor would have just killed it and survived because it would have had a Divine Shield. And that would have been worse than the situation I'm in right now. In my opinion, anyway. Don't mind that. That's his entire turn to do not much. What's he going to do with his Bloodfen Raptor, though? That's the question. What's he going to kill? I would expect that he would kill the 4-3. That makes sense to me. Rather than hit me in the face. Yeah, there you go. Alright. So I get to use the 2-1. And I get to... Very tempting. It'd throw away both these cards, which would suck. Yes. But it will put me quite in the lead. Because I'd have a 5-1 and a 5-7. What could he do to deal with that? He could have Equalities and Peacekeepers. Not much else. But I don't want to throw out my entire... That would be just bad, wouldn't it? Just throwing everything away.
Who you want me killed?
I want to hold on to this until it discards like 1 or 0 cards, really. It's very, very hard to play a Doomguard correctly, I think. I just never know when to play it. I love the artwork for it, though. One of my favourite cards in the game in terms of just how cool it is. I gotta say, I love the artwork as well. Not just the artwork of the characters and stuff on the cards, but the actual way the cards look. You see how like broken up they are and like crisp, because that's just a normal card. And then because this is a class card, it's got like, you know, summoning runes all around it and stuff. Really cool. Anyway, he played a secret. He played 2 mech cards, really. What my concern is that that's a noble sacrifice. Actually, I had a good Christmas. Thank you for asking.
Your magic shall not.
So we're just going to throw down the silence to get a card out there. It's a Repentance. Wow. Good thing I didn't play that. We're going to hit through with the Amani Berserk instead of hitting the Novice Engineer because it's a 1-2. It's going to hit that anyway, and I get to do an extra 5 damage. So obviously the concern really was a Consecrate, but he wouldn't have attacked there with a Novice Engineer had he had a Consecrate. And I'm probably going to use this Power Overwhelming next turn. Yep, exactly. Yeah, that really works. So we play an Ogre, just a big guy. We Power Overwhelming you, and you just kill his big guy. And then we once again control the boards, and all is good. And we're starting to catch up in damage. You know, he's lower health anyway. And I also have a Lord Jaraxxus in my hand. I really want to play that as soon as I can. It does put me to 15 health, so I'll lose 3 health right now. But I'm not fussed with that, really. The sooner you can start putting out Infernos for 2 mana every turn, further ahead you get, really. If I can have control of the board by turn 9, I would definitely play this. Right, so we have a Flame Imp. don't like the fact that I have to discard cards here. Let's see what we mulligan into. Oh. If I play this, it'll actually put that to 2 health. That'll die and that'll go down to a 4 health. Yeah, that works. Nice. Now, because he's a paladin, I'm going to finish that in case he can Blessing of Kings it or buffs it. And now, next turn, I have a Lord Jaraxxus to play. And then 3 damage to use with myself. And also 12 damage on board. So I can do 15 damage. Understandable. It's fine. This is not going to go well for you, my friend.
You face Jaraxxus, Lord of the Burning Legion.
Yeah! Awesome. Okay. So I'm probably going to use this here. Move that. Use that there to move that. Now we have complete control of the board and he has barely 2 cards in his hand. Next turn I can play a 2-mana Inferno. Inferno summons a 6/6 Infernal. 2 mana, insane.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, so we're going to play the Inferno. We're going to try and avoid playing that. Because I don't want to go any lower health. I guess we just play the Imp Master. We're doing this because that's trading there irrelevant. And yes, I don't want to lower myself any more than I have to. Really. And do I want to kill that?
Well played.
Yeah, it's only 1 damage. So 10 health. He's got 2 cards in hand. I have quite a lot here. I've got 2 Taunters down. And I'm feeling very much in control of this game now. It's looking good. Jaraxxus all the way. Best thing about Jaraxxus is there's no... Oh no, they've nerfed it! There used to be no cooldown on his emotes so you could spam them. It was great. I love Jaraxxus' talking.
You face Jaraxxus, Lord of the Burning Legion.
So good.
Reporting for duty.
Anyway, yeah, we're going to play an Inferno again. So we currently have 9 plus 3 is 12. Damn, 18 damage right now.
Bring me steel. Who dares summon me?
Gotta keep control of the board because of my low health. And now it's very close to my health and we've got a lot going on here. I think it's time for him to concede now. But that was a fun game for me. Jaraxxus pulled me through. That was awesome. Gotta love his weapon, Blood Fury. So cool.
Well played.
I've got a huge
I'm not entirely sure why he hasn't conceded. There is no way back into this game now.
Well played.
And with Jaraxxus for the finisher. Just give him an oblivion. And there we have it. That's the first video for the Warlock. We've won 2 games. I lost the first one terribly. And that is what happens sometimes. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time in the next Warlock Arena run. Or session, I guess.